What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today is just going to be a quick little install video here on the Elantra GT N Line, or more of a how-to install of an OEM interior part on your Elantra GT. So as you guys know, I am a huge fan of lighting upgrades, both interior and exterior. I think it's a huge functionality boost over most stock components. The Elantra GT with the LED headlights and taillights already is really good, so there's not a huge benefit to be had there in changing that stuff out. But on the interior, as you guys know, the Elantra GTs come with incandescent bulbs that just perform kind of poorly and look not the best in my opinion. Some people like the warm white color. I like more of a just straight white. But here on the interior, what we have today is an OEM Veloster N overhead lighting assemblies. These were changed for the 2021 model year to OEM LED housing. So I'm going to show you guys how to kind of fit these in your Elantra GT if you're interested. Like I said, in front of us we have both the OEM Elantra GT housing and the OEM Veloster N housing. This one is the Veloster N as well. So here we have the standard housing. As you can see, they pretty much look identical in the front. Now, I don't have the assembly out of the rear of my car, but essentially the Veloster N is again different in the fact that the physical fitment is different, not the overall shape. The overall shape is identical, but the slimness or thickness of the entire housing is substantially different, in that the Veloster N is so much thinner that you can install this just like this, and these blue clips on the side will not even touch the metal roof, or will not even clip into the metal roof. So as you guys know, I put LED bulbs in my Elantra GT housings, and that made a huge difference, like huge difference. So when you compare the aftermarket LED bulbs to the OEM housing, the brightness is not quite there with the Veloster N housing. It's definitely an upgrade over the standard incandescent bulbs in the Elantra GT, but the brightness is definitely a mid-level between aftermarket LEDs and the stock bulbs. And as you can see, one cool thing about the housing is that it comes with the microphone built in already in it. Plug and play, everything works with that. I'm not sure if this is an extra microphone over in Korea that they also use for the passenger, but again, no need for that. And one quick note, I'm going to give a huge thanks to N Performance Store on Instagram, or Kim's Garage as some of you guys might know it as. He sent both these housings out for me to show you guys how to install or kind of retrofit on your Elantra GT. So huge thanks to him. All the information will be down in the description if you guys want to check him out. Okay, so after you guys have removed the stock housing, this is the hole in the headliner and what everything kind of looks like. To remove the OEM assembly, basically all you need to do is open the sunglasses holder just like this and unscrew those two Phillips head screws, and then it will pull down from the front part of the car kind of down, and then you can go ahead and slide the assembly out from these two prongs in the back. And that's basically all there is to it after unplugging it. But in terms of installing the Veloster N OEM assembly, everything is going to be the same as the Elantra GT, and those two blue clips going right here and right here in the car. I'm extremely baffled by this because I put this in the other day to test it out, and the blue clips prevented it from sitting up in the roof of the car by, like I said, an eighth or a quarter of an inch. So what the heck, dude? I am just totally baffled right now. Alright, well, there we have it. I guess it does fit. But the key differences about this one is the looks. When the light is off, it's a lot darker tint all the way around compared to a frosted glass plastic look. So that's the big difference. And the other big difference is my housing didn't have as much padding that came up right to the edge of the sunglasses holder. There kind of was a gap, and then like partway down the padding started. This one goes almost right up to the edge, so definitely no more rattles with sunglasses and stuff, so that should help out with that. But yeah, like I was saying, the only thing I had to do this time to make it fit, I mean, it's up there, it's not moving around at all when you tug on it, is that I had to kind of turn the crap out of those screws over here. This one kind of went in normally, you know, you tighten it up, everything's firm. This one I had to torque the crap out of it to get it to not wiggle around or anything, but now it is in there firmly. So I guess I can say that this is a truly plug and play upgrade here in the front. Now here in the back, the story is going to be a little different, and I know for a fact. To remove the this stock housing, basically you want to pry down right here and right here in these little notches, and the cover will pop off, and then there's going to be two Phillips head screws up there like I showed you guys in my LED install video here on the interior. And then once those two screws are out, you'll basically be able to pop the whole assembly down, and it will turn out just like this here on the back side. The two blue clips will be left in the roof of the car, so you have to twist those and then pull them down. Basically you rotate them 90 degrees and then pull them down, and then unplug it, like I said, right from there, and then this housing will be out. Now when it comes to installing the stock Veloster N housing, the install is going to be a little different and dependent on how you want to do it. You can go ahead and leave those two blue clips up in the roof of the car, because like I said, this one is so shallow compared to this one. I'll go ahead and insert a couple pictures here I took, that you can basically just push this one up in the headliner, and the only thing that's going to be holding this one in is these two silver clips on the outside here, and then those two prongs. And then the only downside I see is the color here on the black headliner. I'm not a huge fan of that gray plastic compared to the stock one, but again, some people might prefer the darkened center. But overall, that is how you are going to want to install the rear housing. And just note, you're not going to be able to screw this one in compared to the stock one. So there we have it, kind of a little bit of a botched install on my part, but the front one, I guess, is 100% plug and play. You just got to really torque those Phillips head screws down, and it should pull itself up against the roof enough to be snug and everything like that. The back, like I said, is not going to be plug and play in terms of fitment, but it does fit in the headliner and everything works. It's just you can't screw it in, and I'm afraid that might rattle over time. But it might not either, so that's up to you guys in terms of installing both of these, but the front fits perfectly. You can order these two housings separate. Just contact him and Performance Store on Instagram to order them. And what I'm going to do is actually keep the front Veloster N assembly in there and keep my aftermarket LED housing kind of in the overhead dome position, because I think between the two there's still a ton of light on the interior of the car, and they both match each other, being the cool white LED. So that's what I'm going to do. So there we have this quick little install here of another OEM N part on the Elantra GT. It's pretty amazing how many parts are similar between the Veloster and the Elantras, or just the I30s in general across the world, but again, they really are mostly the same car. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you guys want to order these parts, I will have all the information down in the description below to contact M Performance Store on Instagram. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.